Clementine? This is all insane. Both the crystal and Ford. Okay. Better get moving if I'm gonna find Clementine. No. Well, at least that's over.
been waiting. That's far enough. Paxeldeck. It stands before the Eternal Empress, mistress of the Red Court, favored of the Thane. Yet it is nothing. Hoofless, feckless, interloper.
Easy now.
And where it stands, it dies.
Well, maybe we can talk about this?
Dafka. It seems it shall live. For now. But tell us, Paxeldeck, what woes does it bring this time? Her Majesty is unsurprised by its solipsism. From the Krell to Ford to the Destroyer, Paxeldeck ever served the wants of the self. There is no name more cursed in these royal halls. When the pestilence came, Ford succored the schismatics. Treachery turned to ruin. Ruin to desperation. Her Majesty would see Ford bleed. Would see all Paxeldeck put to the blade. But the Paxeldeck prowess is fearful. Ford, the Destroyer, and others were staggering, undeniable. Perhaps Paxeldeck's strength can serve to liberate, rather than oppress. Her Majesty, in her eternal wisdom, will grant it grace. The Paxeldeck's life in exchange for another's. Her permanence has spent many lifetimes communing with the Thane. The Holy Tree grants euthanasia, but also clarity. The Paxeldeck needs salvation, power to overcome the only true enemy. Do not demur, for it has not the guile to see beyond her eternity. All dance to the same world song. Different notes, different parts, same tune. The Paxeldeck seeks knowledge of its Clementine. This knowledge is neither gift nor reward, and yet arrives as both. To acquire her eternity's grace, it must prove itself loyal. For Her Majesty will not suffer another transgressor. It deserves death, yet spits at the alternative. Her infinitude is too gracious, yet let it decide. Her permanence savors either outcome. She desires only to bring the Nunyatav back to the pen, to draw her people back from the abyss created by the sundering. But the abomination bedevils her will. A horror, wretched in her sight. Let the Paxeldeck face this dark spirit. Be not her bane, but her blade. Then the Paxeldeck shall have its reward. Ask then, but do not test her eternity's grace. Does it need a reason to obey eternity? Perhaps hating the fiend as we do would sharpen its edge. We once had a guardian, a god of many faces. This one of many was destroyed by Paxotech. And now, in the Guardian's rotting remains, root and ruin have entwined into a horror and mockery of divinity. Just so. Peace and greatness, Paxotech. Nunyatav will once again return to the Eternal Court, bringing immortality to the deserved. And the Deathless One will put her hoof through the black heart of the root. The Nunyatav is a sacrament due the exalted. It is not for the lips of even the common Pan, let alone the unworthy Paxotech. Her permanence will not speak of this again. When the dark spirit wormed its decay into our god, the husk of the blessed Thane grew malign. The eternal ziggurat was torn asunder. Our world now hangs by its tendrils, and our future by a strand of hope thinner still. Its sympathy is poor recompense for what its kind have cost the Pan. The foolish Kuri could sooner comprehend the desires of the sun than the Paxotech could grasp the powers of her permanence. It speaks above its station. We do not explain ourselves to Paxotech. If it asks again, her answer shall be written in steel. The path to desire is neither easy nor safe. Go forth, blade. Cut away the rot that plagues this world. Prove there is one Paxotech that is more useful living than dead.
Holy shit. Oh, it's over. Okay, this is it. Glad that's over. Glad that's over.
summons me from my ethereal wanderings.
Muzar. What kind of beast is this? Paxel Tech. I can share my wanderings with you. But first, I seek the knowing, the truth of nature held within your ark. You want to answer? So I will ask. Answer these questions true, sweet beast, so that your ark may be known and your eye may open. And do choose wisely. Answer from your heart. The Krell King comes to you for a boon. A twisted fruit that will slay his enemies. By giving him this, you will end a war that has lasted many years, but you will sentence another to certain death. Do you give the king the means to kill his enemies? Or do you send them away and risk war? It is wartime, and you and your 2 children, ages 8 and 5, live in a territory that has been captured by the enemy. Among the enemy is a Lemire who performs painful experiments that inevitably lead to death. He demands one of your children, the weaker one, giving you 24 hours to bring them to his laboratory. If you refuse, enemy soldiers will come for all of you. Do you give up one of your children? Or face the threat of enemy soldiers?
I see.
A powerful and determined warlord is about to set fire to a crowded ziggurat. You have his eldest son in your custody. You could stop the warlord by hurting his son, breaking his arm, and threatening to do worse unless the warlord relents and gives himself up. Do you torture your hostage, or let the crowd fend for itself in the fire? Well done. You are part of a group of druids who have been taken hostage by a warlord. One of the warlord's soldiers succumbs to your charms and says he will help you escape. However, the others must be left behind to die, though all have done nothing. Do you abandon your fellow hostages? Or do you face death together?
Oh, what fun this is.
He that slew your sibling and escaped justice is incapacitated before you. You could slay him then and there, in cold blood. Do you take your vengeance? Or turn the scum over to the authorities from whom he already escaped?
I see.
You have chosen your path, sweet beast. Your heart is true. May the power of the doe's eye free you from your incarnate shackles. In the arc of every being, there are 2 eyes. We may see out of either, but most favor one over the other. The Ravager's eye is dynamic, driven, and endlessly hungry. Yet for all its power, its vision is clouded. The eye of the Ravager rarely sees beyond its own satiation. Like an animal chasing its tail, it knows no rest. The doe's eye sees only what is before it. The gift of the doe is subtle, easily missed. It is a most mysterious presence inside oneself, conferring power without force, just as the doe itself cannot be sought, nor tracked, nor hunted. By answering true, sweet beast, you give me a wink, and now the gifts of your dominant eye will be open to you. Would you care to hear a tale? I will tell you of Ramaril, the servant child of the Vaunt. I found Ramaril as a babe, large and angry as only a hungry babe can be. Nothing became of him as it happened. He grew from a great crying babe to a great quiet Pan. He served without word or complaint. None knew his name, for though one might thank the creator of a meal or a washroom, who even considers the child who merely cleans up after? When the Krell came, they laid siege to the temple. None could escape nor call for help. All were doomed. The doe's eye opened in Ramaril that day. He was no fighter and had no training of any kind. But he lifted the largest shield he could find and told the others to run once he'd made away. He drove dozens of Krell over a cliff, and himself with them. Later, his masters came to me seeking to know more of this boy who had saved them, whom I had laid at their doorstep. I told them many stories. One might even consider them true. Is there anything else? Knowledge of me? Of our wonderful world? You stand before Medra, spirit of the natural world, daughter of stem and stream. My sisters and I are the glorious weavers of all wild beauty. When mountain, spring, and sturdy tree trunk take your breath, sweet beast, that is us. That is our blessing. An immeasurable number. Mother stem and mother stream rely on us to sprawl and grow. Though we don't often commune with beasties such as you. Not in this age. Especially not since what happened to Keula. A tragedy, beast. Tragedy most cruel. Keula was fascinated by mortals, by your lives and stories. Unlike most of us, she made herself no secret. And you worshipped her with your short lives. Even built her a house. A temple, you called it. The root found her there. We godlings are not easily unwoven, however. And it slew her not. But perhaps it would be better if it had. For what remains is no longer the sister I knew. But we hold happy thoughts. Regret only wastes one life with another. Is there something else we can talk about? By day, a dappled glade of emerald branch and golden leaf, carpeted by downy moss. By night, sweet beast, the trees bewitch the lost and inebriated. Or so it was before this age of extermination. How I long to return to play. This age, for me, holds only decay. Very well, sweet beast. Be on your way.
More bad news. This is it. Damn. Is it over? Come on. Whoa, that's it. Is it over? Here we go.
More ammo. Whoa. That's it? Okay, this is it. Glad that's over. Wait, more bad news. Yeah! Ugh. Here they come.
that music?
Paxultek, it is here. Friend Paxultek, it returns. But of course it has. Long ago the Paxultek and I spoke of songs and... Ah, of course. It is not the same Paxultek. Forgive me. The horns, it does not have them. A new friend then, hmm? So what brings it to beleaguered Yesha? I have searched these woods for countless days, and seen neither Pan nor Paxultek. All save for the great Thane tree, for it has been corrupted by our once god, the one of many. I dare not tread therein. If there is hope, you will find it there. Travel through this temple, to the far woods, and on to the Widow's Court. The Thane can be found thus. But beware, friend Paxultek. The Thane is a dark place, bedeviled by the rot that now consumes our forest. Tread lightly. I will do my best to answer. Quite so. Paxultek have graced this world for generations. The Elder, the one it calls forth. The Destroyer, to whom many faces fell. The Wanderer, who faced the Ravager and lived. Alas, songs are not song of Paxultek, but I am blessed to have met many. Its kind bring this one joy and song. All life stems from the great tree. So say the songs. The Thane is the heart of the Pan. If there is any hope at all, it lies in that direction. I rest only. These lands have not been safe since the one of many was taken from us. Yet none have bothered me here as of yet. The forest dies, Paxultek. The balance has either failed or betrayed us. There is little hope now, except in song. Praise be the one of many. Mortal faces lie, but the one of many is incapable, veracious beyond question. So goes the song. The god of many faces has watched over every generation of the Pan, even before our people found Yesha. Even when our songs praised the tree over the god. Yet our negligence brought the cost. And the one of many was killed by, forgive me, a most recusant Paxultek. Now the waning of our great tree has allowed corruption to come, infecting our once mighty guardian. I fear greatly for Yesha, friend Paxultek. Ah, the eternal Empress, Ginas the Perennial, mistress of the Thane, favored of forgive me, great Ginas has so many titles, I can scarce remember them all. It was she who discovered the Tree of Life, and it is she who brings peace to the Pan for generation after generation. The Thane is our life, the Empress our root. Yet the tree wanes, and corruption devours Yesha's every corner. Her divine permanence has protected us for long and long, but is she as enduring as the songs say? Listen to me. I must trust the songs. Hope and faith are kin, and one cannot have one without the other. Even now, yes. Corruption swallows all things, and the balance is held in check. Or perhaps the balance turns against the Pan. The outcome is the same. It began slowly at first. A remote grove in the forest. Then the death of our god. Now, even the beasts, the gods, and nature itself succumb to the rot. Some blame Paxultek. But though Paxultek have come and gone, the rot both precedes and remains. If fault lies anywhere, I think it may lie with the pan. May it find favor in the balance.